What's up? Welcome back to the channel. All right, I am actually in a property I'm under contract on, and the purpose of this property, the goal behind it is, as you can see, it's a very old home, not in rough shape. It's actually gonna be a short-term rental, but the idea behind it with me and my business partner is we're going to end up developing 2 to 3 units on this lot because it's a large double lot that allows up to 3 units on it. So either townhomes or row homes. So we're going to do a short-term rental while we get everything put together for the city for permitting, and then we're going to raise this property and build brand new units. What I'm trying to figure out is how we can do these units at a more affordable price. As you guys have been following along for the last whatever, I've been working on alternative construction ideas to bring down the build price of new construction to make things more affordable. Everyone knows how crazy and expensive the real estate market is all across the country right now. It's not going to change anytime soon either. And so my goal with this, our goal with this project is to be able to build affordable units, smaller units, but affordable units for, especially for first-time buyers that can get into a market that's so on fire that you can't even begin to obtain something in this, shall we say, odd world, okay? At the same time, keeping in mind, I'm making money, I'm for profit, everyone here is gonna be for profit, so the idea behind it is, let's make money, but let's make sure that we can bring more people into the market again, because it's gotten to the point where we're really squeezing the last juice of the orange, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through, this is currently a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Older clawfoot tub, kind of cool. Small bath, washer, dryer. Again, this is ready to go as a rental right now, which is one of the reasons why we like this property so much. Got 2 bedrooms, smaller, but again, I'm gonna walk you outside. This lot is really big and it's very deep. And so we're trying to finish up our plans to get 2 to 3 units on here with attached parking. If you walk back here, here's the actual garage that's currently on the property. And then here's the backyard. And so next door, we've got townhome units that have been built in the last few years. On both ends, construction's happening all along here. Our goal is to bring in a better looking design than what you see over there. I don't like those at all. And at the same time, more affordable. So here's the 1-car garage, as is right now. All this will eventually be torn down. We've got a very awkward alley situation back here. And so initially I was trying to figure out how to get garages in the back so you don't see the garages. But without going into too much depth on what's going on in these alleys, we've moved away from that. And we're actually gonna be able to, we're allowed to extend our properties further back this way. And if you guys remember, you're constantly dealing with setbacks, side and front and back, between municipalities and building departments and what they allow. So, in this situation for zoning, we're actually allowed to go deeper into this back setback of the property than normal. Generally, your primary structure has to be built within 65 to 70% of the front chunk of property. Then that last 35% can be sometimes an auxiliary or a dwelling unit that's kind of an accessory dwelling unit. You've heard of ADUs. Some of that stuff is allowed depending on what city you're in, what building department and municipality you're working with. But the idea in this one is we can actually go further back with the primary structure. So we have 2 separate phases of this project that we're going to be looking at. Phase 1 is basically just to get this ready to rent. So we're actually collecting money while we start our final phase of concept and structural design. Overall architectural plans are finished and submitted to the city for permitting. That process can take a while. We're looking at probably 60 days from the time we submit final plans for approval. And in the meantime, we're sitting on property. You have holding costs, you have to pay, your bills are coming in. So when you guys are doing these things, you got to make sure if you have the ability, at least short term, to collect income in many different ways, that you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, make sure that you have enough in reserves for the duration of your project to be able to pay those holding costs, utility bills, so forth, so you're not bleeding out to the point where you can't move on to the next project until you collect the final check on this, which would be when we sell all of the units, right? So once phase one is done, which is basically just prettying this thing up and making it ready for a rental, we're gonna continue on with our design concepts, architectural drawings, getting with the structural engineer. We're gonna need soils report, all the stuff that's required to go ahead and build on this actual lot. And then our final decision is gonna be how the garages are gonna be laid out. We've also got some frontage we have to take care of for the city as far as what it's going to look like. They have requirements for landscaping, basically the front part of each unit has to have so much for landscaping and so much is only allowed for like driveway and hardscape kind of things. So all of those rules you have to understand before you get into these things on developments as well. Okay, so here's the interior of the property. This is the kitchen area, which needs a little bit of what we call a small facelift. We got some cleanup to do. And then coming back into this area, we've got the 2-bedroom, 1-bath, okay? So I got a little tiny bit of work to do, just get ready to rent in the near term before we're ready to submit for permits. This is the adjacent property on one end, and you can see the street front here. And then as we walk around the corner, you can see this other development that's right next to us. This is a bunch of row homes. There's actually 6 of them right against this structure. And what we're going to do is build another 3 on our property. All right, guys, that's it. I'm gonna start walking this property, get my final kind of list put together of what needs to be done to get this ready for rental. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. It certainly helps. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to check out builtbybaileys.com for all the merch. Stay tuned on this one as well. We are going to have updates on the channel with this project as things develop and we move forward. In the meantime, check out the other videos. And until we meet again, keep building.